meeting to order. If you would, we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But it's just this one item.
Yeah.
All right, this is an order of the mayor, board, and all of the city of Hernando, Mississippi, approving setting a special election. And Kenny's got some explanations for it.
Just to, everybody kind of knows where we are, you know, Alderman Bryant passed away on Saturday. The board has 10 days, which is 10, for lack of a better word, business days, within which to set the time for the special election, so we've got more time. But as this has happened, we've got several things that are going on right now. We've got a redistricting plan that's been approved by the city, but it's not final yet. That's not final until approximately the 18th. But if the election would be held at a time when the new ordinance would be in place. However, since Alderman Bryant's term is an unexpired term, and I've called and talked to some others, including Tommy Carden earlier today as well, it would be my opinion and others is that we would, and Tommy agreed with this as well, is that we should run this election for the unexpired term of Alderman Bryant under the old or the existing ward lines. Okay. And there are several reasons for doing that. Number one, that's probably equitably, that's the right thing to do, because those people that voted for him should have the right to vote for his replacement. And just because, even though y'all approved the redistricting plan, your existing wards, you're going to continue to serve them till each of your respective unexpired terms. So it wouldn't be fair. You would basically be disenfranchising some of his constituents if we used the new ward boundaries. But we need some statistical, or in my opinion, we should have some statistical data to back up our reason for using the existing ward lines. We don't have that yet. We'll be able to get it. It's just, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had enough time to get the information. And I think that should be in the minutes. In the event somebody were to file some type of suit because we held the election under the current ward boundaries versus not doing it under the new one. Now, I haven't heard anything about anybody filing a lawsuit or anything. I'm just trying to do my job to protect all of y'all and protect the city. I think it would be better to have some information, some numbers in there, and some, Katie and I have already spoke real briefly today, but we're going to get some more information. And then the other thing is there's probably not going to be enough time to notify if we try to do it under the new boundaries. I won't even say that I doubt there's any way everybody could be notified. And it would just be a very confusing situation because you would have people that would no longer be in that ward trying to come vote. And then you'd have people that are going to be in a new ward that didn't know. It'd just be very confusing. So it's going to be my recommendation, unless something changes. I do have a call into the election expert at the Secretary of State. Haven't heard back from her yet. But as soon as, unless something were to change, that was going to be my recommendation that we use the old ward. But I would like for us to have something documented why the city is gonna proceed in that fashion versus proceeding with the new ward boundaries on that, where the ordinance will be in place at the time of the next election, provided there's no challenges on it. Does that make sense? So I don't think we should set the date tonight, and I've recommended to the mayor that we have another special call meeting, hopefully by maybe Monday, so we can have that information. That's my recommendation.
How will the statistics you're referencing change anything?
How will they change anything?
Yeah.
Because I don't have any to give you now. I don't have, when I say statistics, I'm talking about numbers, population numbers. Because if you look at the existing, Ward 1 is dramatically changing between the two. So there's going to be, there's numbers that are in existing Ward 1. A small amount of those people are going to be in the new Ward 1, just to show, just to have in the record that this many people would be possibly affected. You understand that?
Yeah,
Or not?
I do, but I mean, the boundaries are drawn as they are today, and that's what this special election will be based upon. So I don't see how that's gonna change anything, because the boundaries are drawn. People that are today living in Ward 1 will be the people that will vote in this special election based on those boundaries.
Correct, but what if somebody challenges the city? Well, y'all do what you want to. I advise you do what you want to.
I'm just trying to understand.
Okay,
I'm not-
but what if somebody challenges the election saying that you had an ordinance in place, why didn't you hold the election under the new boundaries?
Okay.
And how would you justify that? If you don't have something in the record, you're not gonna be able to justify it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just want to.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm giving you the advice, y'all do what you want to. I mean, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to see the side that, I hate to say it, but I mean, most of my job is to see the bad. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, I gotta play the what if game all the time, and it's not very fun. It's not fun to say no, it's not fun to have to do more work than we need to, but you've got an ordinance in place that will be, barring any challenges or barring anything unforeseen that we don't know today, that will be in place when the special election is held. And somebody could make the argument, hey, you should have held that election in the new board.
Okay.
And then the other thing too is you got to think about those people that want to qualify. They need to know where they would be qualified.
Understood.
So 5 p.m. work?
On Monday. It works for me.
We have a motion.
I mean, I think you just adjourn today and then have another special call meeting on Monday.
Any questions, Mike?
No.
Questions, Jeff?
Jeff, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion granted. Meeting, 5 p.m. Monday night.
Could the tentative, election date be, emailed out to me before the meeting?
Yes, it's pretty complicated right now.
Well, that's when I said, I didn't, that's when I asked you for it, I just said,
Well, right now we are,
no, that's what I'm saying, I didn't ask for no commitment, I'm just saying, before the meeting.
we got this 20 days before, 19 days before, 30 days before, and then you got the holidays, so yeah, I'll let you know.
That's what I'm saying, just send the dates out, that's all.
We've been said yes. Well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
I told you,